What's going on, y'all? It's Athletes Culture again, coming at you with another video. So the rematch is on, and we are going to have later this year Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz 2. Now, in my opinion, I feel Anthony Joshua is rushing into this, and I don't really think Joshua really wants this rematch all too soon. I mean, he definitely does want the rematch, but not this quick. He did not want to come to this decision this quick. But I feel like this is just a push by Eddie Hearn and his whole Matchroom boxing promotion. Remember, DAZN's main top heavyweight is Anthony Joshua. I mean, there's been talks earlier in the year that they were trying to get Deontay Wilder to sign on to DAZN. But right now, things are looking grim for DAZN and for Matchroom boxing. Everybody knows heavyweights push boxing. Now, we've had Floyd Mayweather, who was an anomaly. He was an enigma. He was something special. And I don't think we're going to see anybody like that for a very long time, where a non-heavyweight pushed the sport the way Floyd Mayweather did. Okay? Even Canelo, he put some ass in the seats, but that's just coming from the Mexicans fan base. All right? And when DAZN was running the numbers, when they did the free trial for Canelo's fights, I think, first couple of fights on DAZN, the retention rate was so low. Less than 50% of the people who subscribed to DAZN stayed on. You know, they all dropped off after the Canelo fight. So they're not even keeping fans with a star like Canelo Alvarez and Triple G on DAZN. So Anthony Joshua's loss to Andy Ruiz really was bad for business. That's why I hate when conspiracy theorists come out and say, oh, AJ threw the fight. I was like, are you crazy? There was so much at stake. All right, DAZN, which is pumping money behind him. He's their top heavyweight. You have Matchroom. He's Matchroom Boxing's top star. Now you lose all the belts over to the competitor, which is PBC, Premier Boxing Championship, ran by Al Heyman, which is what Andy Ruiz is being managed by. They now have all the belts, the 4 belts that they just took from Joshua, plus the WBC belt that they have now with Deontay Wilder. So all the leverage, all the bargaining chips are now on Al Heyman and PBC. So shouts out to them. Al Heyman, keep doing your thing. You know, they have everything right now. Everything is in their favor. So when you're talking about rematch discussions on where the fight's going to be, I doubt. I mean, it could still be in the UK, depending on how the contract was initially signed. But if they don't have it set to fight in the UK, watch Andy Ruiz definitely force that fight to be fought in the United States. Al Heyman will make sure that fight is fought somewhere in either Las Vegas, Los Angeles, or New York again. No way they let that fight go to the UK, depending on how the contract is written initially. And right now, it's looking good for Al Heyman and PBC. They got top fighters. You know, they have, we already know that they have Deontay Wilder. They have Andy Ruiz. The list just goes on. They have the Charlo brothers, you know, to hold it down on the middleweight section. They have Errol Spence Jr. for the welterweights. They have everything on lock. All the heavyweight belts are on with PBC. DAZN, I mean, they're struggling right now. They are struggling. Anthony Joshua cost them huge. And then to take on a rematch, there's going to be more pressure. Now, there's reports that, you know, Anthony Joshua was knocked out in sparring to somebody even height-wise smaller than Andy Ruiz. So there's a lot of psychological effects just going on with Anthony Joshua. I heard he hired a sports psychologist. So, I mean, just the reports that are just being put out there, it just does not look good for Anthony Joshua. And as I stated in earlier videos that I made, I believe Anthony Joshua just needs to get a whole new training staff. And the way, from what I'm seeing things going, the way this is being rushed, I think he needs a new promoter, because they're not looking out for Anthony Joshua. They're not caring about his well-being. They're caring more so of the dollar signs he's bringing in. Right now, Anthony Joshua just needs to go back, recalibrate mentally, find out where he went wrong. All right, find out what's going on that he is not focused, you know, and that he will underestimate a fighter like Andy Ruiz. Okay, and then defensively, he needs to work on his defense. This has always been a problem, though heavyweights don't always move their heads too well. But I mean, Anthony Joshua is just so stationary. He's just so straight up and down. And then if he ever thinks of getting in the ring with somebody like a Deontay Wilder, who just needs that one right hand blow and it's lights out, I mean, he's psychologically screwed. Anthony Joshua is psychologically screwed. And in my opinion, I think he should have just passed up on a rematch. This is my take. I could be wrong. I think he should have just passed up on a rematch, get a new staff, take a couple of fights, to build back up your confidence, because once you've been knocked down as many times as he was in one fight, that could really screw with your confidence. So I would have said he should have taken a couple of other fights, just pass up on that rematch, then later take on Andy Ruiz after whoever, if Andy Ruiz hasn't lost, he would have definitely fought probably Deontay Wilder, and then he could take that on and then follow it up with a Deontay Wilder fight, because he would have had more experience. He would have been more acclimated with a new staff. He would have came in there with all the confidence in the world to say, hey, at this point, I have nothing to lose. I've hit rock bottom. I could come back. But this is a great stage for Anthony Joshua, because he's going to find out who's really on his side and who's really for him. But I want to hear what y'all have to say. The rematch is on. We're going to see it sometime in December or November. Honestly, I really do hope Anthony Joshua could correct this, and this was just a small bump in the road. I really do hope this was just a glitch. I'll be pulling for him, but right now things look grim. He has everything stacked against him. Everything. So like I said, I want to hear what y'all have to say. Like, comment, subscribe down below. I'm out.